Yeah, today I studied a little bit of my math module on interest, percentages, and I just studied a little bit of that. Then I got, I had the text to speak. I had to download the text to speak and had my computer read it for me. But even though if I do that, I felt a bit, I had a headache, so I decided to lay down. Then I shockingly woke up and it was evening, nighttime, already dark. And by the time it was evening, by that time I managed to, I felt sleepy when I got up. Not just I was shocked, I also still felt sleepy and tired, you know. So tomorrow I got GD class tomorrow, of course. And of course I'm a bit forgetful. I'm sorry about my forgetfulness. I just got a form of dementia. I can remember what a person looks like, but usually their names I forget it. But one of the things that I mostly remember about is the wrongs that people do to me. The way people mistreat me, I still remember that till this day, and that's what I live and die for to repay that injury. To me, the karma from God, to me the judgment from God and the plagues is not enough. I have to get back by my own hand. That's how I view it. And I am so thankful to the Lord that I was born in today's generation time. Yeah, I may be weak like the newer generation, but I like listening to and hanging around older people. And you know, for the woman I keep getting thoughts about sake, you know, I'm gonna try to be a better person, or basically be the kind of person she's attracted to. For her sake. You know, I know it's a losing battle. It probably won't work out. I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you. Even though if I know that when I'm an old man, that is when I'm gonna have good luck when it comes to deal with the opposite sex. You know, if this girl I keep getting thoughts about, if she heartbreaks me, I can assure you I will get even. I will. I will repay and get even. I'm not letting it go. I'm not like other people who's gonna let go. I'm the kind of person who does petty revenge. I don't let go. If things don't work out for him, then I'll get even one way or another. I'll become the government. You know, I'll do what it takes, and I will become the government. I'll become the ruler of the government. One of them, one of them so-called elites in the shadows. Because I'm not strong like Itachi Stoic Sigma. I'm not a boss like Stoic Sigma was. I wish I could, if only if I was strong enough like he was. If only if I was moral enough. Like I'm telling you, Stoic Sigma is way better than me, despite my appearance. But I'm doing my best to be a better person. I'm trying to be positive and not put off no negative energy, none of that. But sometimes you gotta vent, you gotta talk about how you really feel, keep it real. But I'm trying my best to be a better person, and I think I'm gonna go to bed early tonight because I got class tomorrow, and I realized how dumb and stupid I was when my guest substitute, not so much substitute, but when Melissa, you know, my what could I call her? My advisor, maybe she's a bit of advisor, maybe she is a teacher. She's mainly into that computer stuff. I should have, when she was offering me to, take that computer class, I should have took it. I was so dumb. I was so stupid. I thought I'd just be a police officer, work for the FBI, something like that. But I realized that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. I learned quite a bit, and I was stupid. I was real dumb. So I'm gonna ask her about that repairing computer class. And I don't think they have repairing tablets or repairing Android phone classes, which is what I'm into because I got an Android phone. I'm into repairing. I would like to learn how to repair phones like this. You know, Now this is a 2015 phone. I'll likely learn how to repair more later models of this Android phone. But I was so stupid. I hope I remember to ask Melissa about that. See if I can enroll in that kind of class, because part of the reason why I want to go for, I know if I go for this woman I keep getting thoughts about, I'll have to change and become a completely different person. I'm gonna have to give up my goal for getting back at all the people who hurt me and mistreated me in my past. I'm gonna have to give up on that. Pretty much, I'm gonna have to give that up. But I know that. I know that. But I'm sick and tired of feeling depressed. I'm sick and tired. I dealt with this depression for years. Dang it. I'm sick and tired of feeling it. Dang it. And not just that, the people that rule this world, they're already getting indirect revenge for me. They're vaccinating many people. They're locking many people down. They're forcing people to wear masks. The Philippines, they're forcing those Filipinos that hurt me, that mistreated me, to wear a face shield, not just a mask, especially when they're riding on the bus or jeepney. They're kind of already suffering their karma. Now, of course, if I seen them in real life, I will get even. If I saw them in the Philippines, I would. I don't give a dang. I will settle that score. For especially them grabbing my penis or whispering in my ear this and that, calling me, you know, calling me guapo in the bio, this and that, when I don't even look like a bio. Basically they're calling me gay, and I don't even look gay. You know, I had short hair at the time. And that time I did have another time I had long hair. But I can see why Filipinos do not like one another. I understand why. The same thing I understand why, the white people that rule this world don't like their fellow white people. The same thing with the Jews. The Jews do not like their fellow Jews. And I truly believe that that Jews are the superior master race. I think Jews are superior. I think Jews are white skinned. They are the superior master race. Because you notice, if you mix a white person with any other race, they tend to look like that race. They tend to not maintain that white skinness, that whiteness in them. So I believe that the white people are more close to the Jewish master race, because I think Jews are the superior master race. And I admit that I am inferior. I am mixed with an inferior race. I truly admit that. And it is what it is. Filipinos, they're good at that fake friendliness. They're good at, making you feel good. That's one of their best talents. Filipinos are good at making a foreigner feel good and conning them out of their money. I know that. I don't even trust them. Especially my own relatives, I don't trust them. I only give the appearance that I do. And I'm shocked by how long this video is. I didn't think I'd be talking long like I do. But I've been doing semen retention. For this woman I keep getting thoughts about sake, I decided to quit jerking off, and quit watching, porn and all that. Quit that stuff. You know, quit quit that nonsense. But it is what it is, and I know some of you who watch these videos may not like that I play background music, but it makes me feel good. I like playing this background music, especially right now. This music, Soldier of Fortune by Deep Purple. I like playing that kind of stuff. That's just me. You know. But I know for this woman I keep getting thoughts about, I'm gonna have to change and be a completely different person. I'm probably gonna have to have that clean cut appearance. I'm probably gonna have to wear, sometimes wear a necktie, that tieable necktie, a noose around my neck, that necktie that's like a noose around your neck. I'm probably gonna have to wear tuck in, look like a wimp man, look like a wimp man that certain people fantasize having butt sex with. I'm probably gonna have to look like that corporate kind of man, clean cut, tuck in, this and that, for that particular woman. Look like a Gurch, look like a Gitch, you know, look like a wimpy Gitch. That's what most corporate men who work in corporate jobs, wearing that suit and tie. And when they don't have that suit jacket on, they really look like a wimp Gitch kind of man. same thing being a police officer. You gotta tuck in. You gotta look like that wimp, gitchy kind of man, you know, to be a police officer, security guard. Especially those some of these missionaries wearing their tie, no suit, wearing that tuck in, looking like a wimp gitch man, wimp gitch boy, this and that. I mean, that's how I view that style. You know, I view it as wimp style. And these kind of men who dress up like that, you know, wearing that tie and just wearing tucking, they want to say that women should not dress hot and sexy. Women should be modest, this and that. Well, how about you, Dan? You ain't being modest by your apparel, dang it. Even if you're wearing a suit on or even a vest, you still ain't being modest. You know, there's plenty of homos. Now I have not, you know, people can do what they want to do, but there's plenty of homosexuals who find that arousing, sexually arousing. You know, for the modern man to look the way he does, looking like a wimp gitch boy, you know, which I refuse to look like that. And I'm sorry I've gotten off topic. You know, I just can't help myself but procrastinate. You know, but I just cannot stand wearing that style. But for this particular woman, I'm okay looking like a wimp gitch boy for her. Or maybe I'm okay looking like a wimp gitch boy for the certain, for the, if I join or if I'm a part of, these certain groups, certain clubs that can help me out in this world. You know, I'm sure you can pretty much guess that. You know, of course, I'm gonna have to be a rich man, and I just don't like that style of apparel for clothing. But I understand why that style of clothing apparel for men was instituted for population control. You see, men have hated and despised one another since the beginning of time. They weaken their fellow man to the point where their fellow man is willing to wear a noose, a necktie, like a noose around his neck. You know, not just that, women also like that kind of style. You see, there's plenty of women who like having butt sex with men. That's another thing. That's why they like men wearing tuck in. And these same men who wearing tuck in, wearing that noose, wearing the tuck in, looking clean cut, looking like a female, looking like a woman, clean cut, baby faced, wanna claim all women should be modest, women shouldn't be sexually provocative, this and that. Well, how about you then? You're sexually provocative to your fellow man, dang it. Especially your secret whatever, homosexuals. You're provocative toward them. See, people could do whatever they want to do. I mean, not everybody. I mean, it depends on the country, area, and jurisdiction you're in. Or certain areas, you can't do whatever you want to do. But I mean, this is my opinion. This is just how I view it. You know. But and also, I don't like unbuttoning, my shirt and have it down there because I view that as wimp style. Someone can grab me through here, and I just don't believe in looking like a wimp, looking like a wimpy gitch boy. I don't believe in that. Now, for that certain woman I keep getting thoughts about, I may have to look like a wimpy bitch boy. Now, of course, I said it finally. But it is what it is. Sometimes in life, you gotta do what you gotta do. And also, for certain careers, for certain clubs and groups I may join that can back me up, protect me. They got lawyers in those particular groups. I get to know lawyers. I mean, I get to know judges. Judges are the main important one. I get to know judges. Say, for example, I get in trouble, court case, get falsely accused. Those judges can back me up. I know you may have to do some, certain things that you gotta do certain messed up things to get ahead. But sometimes in life you gotta do what you gotta do. But this particular woman I keep getting thoughts about was the only woman that can get me to stop my path, get me to make my videos more positive, and to get me to so-called change for the better in society's eyes, in most people's eyes. Get me to put on that act, be the master courtier, for her, for other people, because she cares about her social image. She's one of those kind of people. But it is what it is. I'm sad to admit, I fully understand these judges, those so-called mangina judges that favor a wicked woman over an innocent man, an innocent young, even an innocent young teenager or young boy. I truly understand why they do that. I understand because they had bad experiences dealing with young teenage boys. They had bad experiences dealing with young boys. They had bad experiences dealing with their fellow man, dealing with guys. They had bad experiences dealing with their fellow guys. And not just that, even though if the woman is wicked and messed up, you know, she probably didn't. Those type of women probably didn't cause them too much trouble anyway. So that's part of the reason why and another reason why these judges favor those wicked, falsely accuser kind of women is population control. They probably know about the agenda for population control. Beat down your fellow man because your fellow man is the threat. See, men tend to be a threat to order, so beating them down maintains this new world order system, which is messed up. But this is how you maintain order, making them wear wimp style, humiliating. And men who go in the military, they have to bend over and get that peanut butter injection, you know, in the rear end, which is real messed up. I mean, their butt cheeks in the real rear end. That's how it is when you join the U.S. military and probably most other westernized military. So, and this is way before LGBT. Now, it's understandable why the U.S. military is really into that. At least they're coming out in the open and being honest about it. Because it's been many years they've been having the soldiers bend over and giving that peanut butter shot. I mean, to me, that's a homosexual. I mean, that's a homo ritual. You know, but it is what it is. I'm not. To me, the money, the benefits of being part of the U.S. military is not worth going for that humiliating ceremony, that homo ceremony. I mean, it's not so much as the homo ceremony. I mean, I'm dominant. I'm absolutely dominant. Despite my looks, I'm absolutely dominant. And I don't like being in that submissive role. You know. You know what I would prefer to do? I would much prefer to go in the submissive role, of being on my knees and cutting myself with a occultic dagger, then bending over and letting someone inject me with that peanut butter shot in the military or whatever shot, having me bend over, looking at my butt. Even if there's no injections at all, they have you pull down your pants in the army. They do this in the Philippines too, especially if you want to be a police officer in the Philippines. They have you bend over, go naked. I mean, look at your butt cheeks and all that. I mean, they expect you. You see, the government. If you're working for the government, they expect you. I mean, they do pay you very good. They do give you benefits and privileges if you're working for the government. But they want you, as a man or woman, to be their bitch. I'm sorry I had to use that vulgar language, but I'm just keeping it real. And man, I gotta start really making videos that the woman I keep getting thoughts about would approve of, because she's a bit worldly and all that, and she cares about her social image. So I know if I go for her, I'm gonna have to stop making videos about my insights on reality. I'm gonna have to retire from this, and I'll try to make a video saying that I have retired from talking about the old stuff I used to talk about in my older videos. Now, of course, I'm gonna create a whole new YouTube channel when I go for this, race. So this woman I keep getting thoughts about. I'm gonna have to change completely, or maybe I'm just gonna retire and just quit doing vlogging as a result. I don't know, you know. And I'm shocked. This video's like almost 19 minutes through. I didn't even think that I'd talk this long in this video. I guess this is what happens when you have a whole lot of energy within you. You did semen retention, obtain that energy in higher consciousness. I know that women are energy vampires. I mean, regardless of whether you do it, semen retention, no fap, or any of that, even if you don't do that, as long as you have a huge amount of energy, women are attracted towards that. If you have a huge amount of energy, now of course looks do matter. If the woman is attracted to you, yeah, they'll go to you. But people often advise, oh, as a man, you should go for younger women, this and that. Well, what if you can't relate to younger women? What if you're an old soul like me and you can't relate to younger women? I see there's nothing wrong with going for older women as a man. If you feel attracted to a mature older woman like I do, then go for them. You're probably an old soul like me and can relate to them. What are these younger women? I mean, that's me. You know, I'm gonna do what makes me happy, what I feel like doing, because it's my life. Life is short. You know. Plus, you know, we're all gonna die anyway. You know, not everyone's gonna die. What I meant by the expression "we're all gonna die anyways," most of us are gonna end up dying sooner or later. And what's the point about living a long life and you didn't have that much fun? You just, you know, just feel just don't feel so good about yourself. You work hard, put in a lot of effort. You work many years of a so-called good life. In the outside of other people look at your life and think, oh, that's a good life you're living that long life. And your long life was boring. It's full of adversity and hardship, this and that. I mean, I prefer to take myself out than live that kind of life. Or maybe, if I'm with that woman I keep getting thoughts about, say for example, it does work out, because I'm telling you, in life there is no guarantee. I do have a backup option. If this woman that I keep getting thoughts about does not work out, then I'm planning to just be a chick boy. I'm planning to be just a Casanova boss. You know, while pursuing my goal, my impossible goal of direct revenge. Now, of course, I'm gonna have to enact indirect revenge. You know, uh, help out with the agenda of of globalism. The New World Order. Rome's agenda. I'm gonna have to do all that. You know, I'm gonna have to work under Caesar, this and that. Caesar was the true superior, not so much the Pope and all that. The great Pope Caesar was the true superior, the true boss, the big boss. You know, and I gotta admit, you know, if I was a rich man, and say for example this woman I had thoughts about doesn't work out, this and that. After I got my revenge, after I got all those scores settled, I mean all the scores that I could settle, all those who mistreat, all those people that mistreated me within my area, those I can get back at. I got back at them. I succeeded in a way that was legal, in a way that I could legally get away with it. Because I'm not stupid. I don't think it's worth it to go to prison, or maybe it depends on what the person did to you. Or what these people did to me in my past, it's not worth to go into prison for. I mean, to me, it's worth getting killed for, but it's not worth going to prison, because I'm more scared of prison than getting murdered and killed. Because I don't value my life. I feel miserable and depressed most of the time. I think it has something to do with me being born 7 months premature, and this head injury I got when I was 10 years old. Even though I had a CT scan, they scanned my brain, they found nothing wrong with it. So I'm just fucked. I hate to use that. I'm just fucked. You know, I'm fucked. You know, and in life there is no guarantee. At least I got the Catholic priesthood. I can join them. Or join the Society of Jesus. Be an SJ, a Jesuit. You know, I got options. Of course, if certain people, I'm telling you, one of my favorite movies I like watching is The Punisher by Frank Castle. The main character. I'm telling you, say for example, if something bad happened to my family that loved and cared about me, maybe because of the career or job that I was a part of, something like that happened, I would turn into Frank Castle. I would be a real life version of Frank Castle, mainly a self-interested version of Frank Castle. And the main character I relate to in The Great Controversy, the book by E.G.W., The Great Controversy, is the philosopher Erasmus. You see, Erasmus in The Great Controversy, he translated the Bible into the native language of the German people, and that's as far as he went, pretty much. You see, the philosopher Erasmus, I give him credit. Now, E.G.W. may not give particular much importance to philosopher Erasmus, the worldly wise man, but he did care for the people enough to translate the Bible, and that's about it, because Erasmus, the philosopher Erasmus, just like me, I don't see a point in getting burned to the stake and getting tortured medieval style for the Bible and the scriptures. I don't see no point in doing that. So what if I get some high reward? Is it really worth it to die horribly for that? To me, I'm like the philosopher Ramos. To me, the advice he gave to that young royal prince. Now, this young royal prince, he did not follow it though, but he gave some very good advice. Go to Germany. Stop preaching this gospel over here. Go to Germany because your fellow royals, the prelates, they're going to call you. They already view you as a heretic, and they're going to burn you at the stake. They're going to torture you horribly and burn you at the stake. Now, according to EGW, she thought that Ramos, he was a bit too self-interested a man. The advice he gave was bad advice, but I say that was pretty good advice. But the philosopher Ramos, he was a worldly wise man. He was a wise man, good man. I mean, in my eyes, I relate to him the most. Out of all the characters in the Great Controversy, he's the one I relate to the most, quite a bit. Because I admit I would have done the same thing, and this is why God did not have me born during the Dark Ages, during the time of Martin Luther, because I probably would be I probably would be a soldier, or I probably would have been like philosopher Ramos, or I probably wouldn't be that much a good person anyway, because I just do what's in my best interest to do. And I admit, if I end up with this woman I keep getting thoughts about, if I ever had a chance at heaven, it's probably because of this woman I keep getting thoughts about. I just gotta be honest and real. Because if she's willing to go against this sunlit, lawless woman I keep getting thoughts about, she's willing to go against that, flee and hide, then I'm going with her. Because to me, when I'm in the presence of this woman I keep getting thoughts about, she gives me psychological comfort. Makes me forget all my problems. She's the best depression reliever I ever had. But say, for example, it don't work out, I'm done. At least it'll make me be a very good part of the society of Jesus kind of brother. Very good society of Jesus brother. Very good SJ brother or priest. And make me completely die to all natural love and affection. And seal my conscience with a hot iron. And just focus completely on my goal. My impossible goal. On direct revenge and possible indirect revenge. The agenda, vaccines, or whatever agenda they have, lockdowns, new variants, this and that. I don't give a damn. Now, I do care about my family. I don't want to endanger my family, but sometimes in life we have to do what we got to do. Because even if I stay out of that dangerous line of work, they still view us a threat anyway. The government's still trying to enslave and make their area that they're governing over like a prison state. Like the Jewish Rockefeller pawn was saying, we wish to make the world a prison-like state. They even predicted all the temperature checks, the severe restriction on movement, travel. The Rockefeller Foundation, this book in 2010, PDF, predicted all that. I hope I'll be able to find it and link it down in the scripture. Maybe I won't. No expectations. I may not even link it down. Who knows? It is what it is, But have no expectation. I don't think I'm going to put it as a link in the description. But anyway, many blessings, I think I'm going to sign off, maybe. Many blessings. Many blessings.